My name is Gabriel Morgan, and my role within CES is Project Manager of the Electrical Department.
Just talk us through that role day to day.
So we're overseeing around 30 electricians. They can do 3 appointments a day. Obviously, it's massive amounts of numbers throughout the month there. We're trying to make sure that we're hitting all appointments, so we enable a lot of the other trades to do the sort of role as they need to. So first fix for installation, or air source heat pump wire up for the heating, stuff like that.
So the communication is vitally important, so you get kind of the pecking order for the rest of the business, eh?
Exactly, yeah. So you have your main measures, so you have insulation, air source heat pump, solar panels.
Yeah.
And we fit in between each of those.
Right.
So we sort of allowing and finishing off each of those sort of main sort of measures.
Okay. How long have you been here?
4 years now, coming up to.
Okay. What's your kind of a proudest achievement in the company so far?
It's hard because it's been such a good time. I think there's 2 sort of things that I feel proud of. So I'd say the work we do is something you can easily be proud of. So, you know, helping thousands of vulnerable people, you know, people in dire need of the measures that we can offer them. So that's something you can really look back on and think I've actually helped people there. I've done something good. And then for me personally, like I had a lot of feedback from the directors, Sal, Lewis and Tweety, that I was doing a great job. I was an integral part of the operation, and to be thought of as a key part of that meant a lot to me.
And that's like, you know, a lot of people are scared of feedback, but ultimately there's good and bad feedback. So you have to be
You've got to be ready for both. Yeah. If you go looking for the good, you might get the bad.
Very good. So what traditions, practices or values do you feel defines this company?
More than anything is the culture. I think there was a strong culture of do everything you can, work on late, come in early, surround yourself with people who are, you know, hungry and they got the same sort of aspirations as you. Anything outside of that, cut it off. You don't need it. Just really just do anything you can, but do it with a smile on your face, work together, have a laugh. But make sure that you're getting the numbers you need.
I think it's so important that, you know, the culture, I've noticed it, is energizing when you come in here. It's a younger group, a lot younger than me. Gabe,
I don't know about that, Jeff.
So, but you know, all the teams that I've been successful with have been happy teams, right?
Yeah.
And there's been a lot of trust, integrity, and you know, and honesty. So I think, you know, I do feel that because this is the people that make the business here.
100%, I agree with you. Yeah. And if you can do it with a smile on your face, like you said, Jeff, it just makes things 10 times easier.
Who have been the major influencers or role models since you've been here?
You.
Yeah, you got to keep you working until you're in your 60s.
Yeah. No, in all seriousness, it's hard to come away from Sal, Lewis and Twee. They done so much for me, taught me so much when they didn't really have to. You know, as a director of the business, people who were just starting off could just be a number to you so easily, but they took time to really, you know, check in on a junior member of staff, build me up, give me confidence, and ultimately get me to where I am today.
What job did you come in at the start of it?
So when I first joined, I was in administration, so right at the sort of start, and then, you know, staying on late, doing as much as I can, working on, you start to draw attention to yourself then, and then I sort of worked my way into tech compliance with Maria. Same thing then, just grafting, take on as much as I can. You know, I remember we finished at 5 downstairs, and the boys who I mates with upstairs in the project team, they wouldn't finish till like 7 sometimes, and everyone would go home downstairs, and I'd go up and say, anything I can help out with, anything you want me to jump on? Most of the time it'd be no, but just being there, and people got their eye on you then.
And that's the thing, people love to kind of promote people from within, because you understand the business and the people.
Exactly, and I think just putting yourself out there, that's the main thing. Even if you know you're going to go upstairs and say, does anyone need a hand? And they'll say no.
Yeah.
You're there if they need you.
At least you've offered, right?
That's it.
What advice would you give to someone new joining today?
Joining this business today, I just take every single thing you can from each day. Just do more with yourself. You deserve more. I just don't understand why people would waste their time. Just try and squeeze everything out of every day, and there's no reason it can't be a success.
That's a great answer, Horace. That's a great answer. So I don't know if I need to answer this question. How do you stay motivated and engaged?
It's a consistent change of things that you need to keep your eye on. So it's always fresh. Just the industry and eco is something changes all the time. There's always something new you need to be watching out for. And for me, trying to encourage people to think and act the way that I was encouraged by the directors, that does motivate me. To try and bring people along, I think that's important.
What impact would you like to leave behind you, you know, once you've moved on to bigger and better things? I think your work ethic is one, mate.
Yeah, thank you.
Don't be don't be shy in saying that. I think, you know, your work ethic has come through in what you said today. Like, you know, you started there, all of a sudden you've mixed to there, you've been involved, you've hung around and see what you could do, and now you're up there.
Yeah, thank you. I think I would answer something probably along the same lines. I just think, for me personally, I always work better with my back against the wall. Just take on too much and just do as much as you can until it would be wrong for you not to be successful.
Yeah, but don't be scared of delegating, mate.
No, I know.
Don't be scared of delegating.
And that's something that, you know, stepping into management, that's something that was hard for me at the time. Like, can you trust these people? I know I can do a good job, but it's definitely, once you learn to delegate, it makes your life a lot easier.
And if you delegate to people who want you to be delegated to, right? That's
Yeah,
always easier on you,
good
always
shout.
easier. How has working here impacted your personal life or your professional life?
It's been an incredible impact, to be honest. I would honestly say I probably came here as a boy and I'd leave here as a man. I genuinely would say that. The amount of sort of self-belief and just believing that I am competent and I can do these things, and you don't have to be the most articulate person or the most educated person, but if you're willing to absolutely have grit in everything you do and just take it all on, then you will be successful.
What's the most meaningful relationship you've built since you've been here?
Well,
we've met now, look at us.
Look at us.
We're besties now, we're besties, see?
I'm going on Jiffy's for tea Saturday.
We'll have a fight now, we'll have a fight on Friday.
Yeah,
we'll have a fight on Friday.
To be honest, it's probably my peers in the project team, so the other managers. Like I mentioned earlier, like-minded people who share the same hunger. You're all on the same page, and when you have a big target to hit, then it almost seems against the odds, and you just all knuckle down together. It creates a bit of a bond.
Well, give them name them on camera. Go on.
Jack, Zoe, Nikki, Lewis, Jamal.
There we are.
And Jiffy.
Right, and the last one, right, is what's your favourite memory or moment? You know, the fun, or any story that comes to mind.
Meeting Jiffy. No, there's loads to go through. It's been such a fun place to work, and I would honestly say the journey I'm working my way through, and then meeting people and learning skills along the way has just been really enjoyable and it's been great.
Interesting question. Could you see, you know, where you could work within the company when you came here?
I couldn't see it because at the time I didn't know where it meant, but I knew that there was a path. I was just going in the blind, but I knew there was a path up.
Oh, and again, how did you get to start here? You just see it in
So it's a funny story actually. Jamal and Lewis, I was in school with them too, and I knew they were working here. And I was a ground worker before I joined it.
Okay.
And I had a dream one night that I was working with them, and we were doing all right for money. And I couldn't shift there, so I phoned Jamal, and my daughter had just been born at the time. She came up the house to see my daughter, and I explained to him about this dream. He was like, "Oh, don't be stupid, man, leave her there." After about 2 weeks, I said, honestly, no, I'm going to have to come down for a look. And I came down and it went from there.
It was like a deja vu moment.
It must have been, yeah.
Brilliant.
But, that is the story.
That's a brilliant way to finish the interview.
There we are, Jeff.
Gabe,
It's
cheers,
been a pleasure. Thank you,
brilliant.
mate.
I really
Top
enjoyed
man.
it.
Thank you.
Great interview.